Good morning, good day, my friends. This is Tracy Brown, your somatic nutrition therapist and attuned eating expert. And this is a topic I adore talking about, and it probably is because I'm a passionate pragmatist about what all of this is for. Because every single client I've ever talked to is, I say right off the bat, is that I know that I'm asking you, or I'm suggesting some things that are kind of radical, meaning it is really radical in this culture not to be obsessed with your food and worry about what people think about your body. That's just the bottom line. And so by default, that journey is going to feel lonely sometimes. And so it's not at all abnormal to feel like once you just had enough, whether you're at the rock bottom with your eating disorder, or it's like you've tried your 20th diet and all it resulted in was 5 more pounds more than you weighed at the beginning of the diet you started 3 months ago or 6 months ago, or the same diet you've been trying to do for on and off for the last 2 years or 10 years. It's like you just keep, every 6 months you're doing something that's disembodied, and then you don't understand why it's not working, and it's really painful to continuously blame yourself. So at some point, our soul's like, enough, I can't continue to do this even though it feels like I did something wrong. So right there in itself can feel like, what's wrong with me? Why is everybody else seeming to have no problem doing what they're doing, dieting, talking about other people behind their backs, talking about themselves in a really disparaging way, and seem like it's no big deal. That, my friend, is when you're looking at other people's outsides compared to your insides, you're gaslighting yourself. And so one of the first things I'm going to suggest to you today about being on this journey and feeling like you're all alone and nobody gets it is that there's a level of, we're all in our day-to-day lives in person, not online, and we're going to talk about online support in a second, is that, we might only be around, let's say, on a weekly basis, 5 people, 10 people. Probably if you're in a smaller community and you know lots of people, you might have a sphere of knowing or being influenced by 100 people. I don't know, 150 people. That could be way too much. I'm not sure. If, let's say, you're in a family system and the get-togethers, there's 30 people, there's 50 people there, 100 people there. There's the people you're actually around a lot. And, we tend to think that, if I'm one person and I'm the only one that's, actively, observationally on this journey of, I'm not dieting anymore. I'm learning to eat normatively. I'm learning to opt out of what the culture offers me, which is body hatred and believing there's good bodies and bad bodies. And, you have all this internalness going on. And when other people aren't saying that out loud, it can feel like you're alone. But I want to remind you, my friends, that you're probably not alone. I guarantee you, in those 10 people you're around or those 50 people you're around, there's probably a couple in there too that feel the same way. They just may not be at that same place you are in terms of education around this or ability to articulate what they're going through, but you're not alone. And you might say, well, that doesn't help me much because I still feel alone. And there's 2 things about that. Is that what you're experiencing of had enoughness with this or ready for something new, but feeling the pain of wondering, am I ever going to have friends that don't talk about this, or meet someone that I could be a partner with that doesn't care about this? Totally possible that you will, and you can. But maybe it is for right this second until that happens, is that it's more important to start to befriend yourself. That even if you're the only one, this journey is worth it. Because sometimes, and I've known a lot of people, and I'll put myself in that basket, is where maybe you started this process of recovery a long time ago, or maybe you're doing it now. And it's just that you're not in an area that people talk about this. The healthcare isn't that great around this issue. It still doesn't mean that you're not doing the right thing, because all you have really is your experience. And that matters a lot. So if your experience is like, I'm a good dieter, I know how to diet, it's just that, it's fruitless. It doesn't work. And when it does work, it takes away my physical, mental, and emotional capacity to be more joyful and to have freedom and choices. And it's just not worth it. So I'd rather be bigger. I'd rather be different than to continue that hell. Because it's a living hell. To feel like the only way that you can get your needs met is to restrict or to binge or whatever. And recognizing that what we're looking for really and truly isn't going to be found there. And really owning that. And that's how you're going to feel. Maybe you still feel like you're lonely, but you're not alone because you're not abandoning yourself. So that's where we're going to leave this video today, is really thinking on the idea that you're not alone if you don't abandon your conviction that this doesn't work. Now, in Wednesday's video, we're going to talk about where to seek out support so you don't feel so alone. And from all the comments, I'm so grateful that I got on Sunday around, this was one of the main topics, feeling like that you're just kind of alone. On Wednesday's video, we're going to talk a lot more about, how to find more support when you feel alone in all the kinds of ways. And on Friday, we're also going to talk about, at the end of the day, we are going to be in diet culture. We are not going to, anytime soon, I see us totally escaping that from maybe our family systems or our work situations or somebody trying to sell us stuff online or whatever, that our acquaintances on Facebook, whatever. That's probably not going to stop happening anytime soon. But the way we go about it can give us a lot less suffering. So I look forward to hearing y'all and seeing you all here on Wednesday's video. If you have any experiences you'd like me to address, please put them below and tag me. And for now, I hope you have a really fabulous day. And we will talk a lot more about support for the loneliness on Wednesday. So thank you so much. If you found this was nourishing to you, can you please make sure that you pass along to the friends who could use some encouragement too. So thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.